What if the most impactful trade routes in ancient history weren't above ground, but hidden miles beneath our feet? Imagine a world where civilizations exchanged exotic goods not across oceans or deserts, but through a colossal unseen network of subterranean passages. Get ready to uncover the astonishing story of deep Earth archaeology and the secret commerce that shaped our world. Beneath our feet lies a forgotten dimension of human history. While we celebrate the Silk Road and maritime trade empires, an entire network of underground commerce operated in darkness, connecting civilizations through tunnels carved into bedrock. Recent archaeological discoveries reveal extensive subterranean trade routes spanning hundreds of miles, hand-excavated passages transporting obsidian from Anatolia, copper from alpine mines, salt from underground deposits, and rare minerals that defined ancient economies. This wasn't peripheral activity. For some societies, underground trade was their primary commercial lifeline, more reliable and secure than surface routes, vulnerable to weather, warfare, and predators. The engineering achievement is staggering. Without modern tools, lighting, or surveying equipment, ancient miners created multi-level complexes with sophisticated ventilation systems. At Grimes Graves in England, Neolithic flint mines descend 40 feet with multiple galleries branching from central shafts, evidence of planned excavation and resource management. The Wilecka salt mine in Poland shows continuous operation for over 700 years of ancient history, with chambers, transportation routes, and even underground rest stations. Ventilation was solved through precisely angled shafts, creating natural air circulation. Navigation required mental maps passed through generations, with carved symbols marking routes and warning of dangers. These weren't crude holes, they were engineered infrastructure projects requiring organizational sophistication we've underestimated. The human cost was immense. Imagine descending into absolute darkness with only oil lamps, knowing cave-ins could trap you miles underground. Ancient texts describe specialized guilds of underground traders, families whose entire lineages devoted themselves to subterranean commerce. The cargo justified the risk. Rare minerals like lapis lazuli, cinnabar for pigments, metals for bronze production, and salt, literally worth its weight in gold. Archaeological evidence shows distinct trade goods moved through specific underground networks, creating economic specialization. Surface kingdoms rose or fell based on controlling access to these subterranean routes, making underground trade a geopolitical factor invisible to those who didn't know where to look. The civilizations involved span continents and millennia. Cappadocia's underground cities housed thousands, with sections dedicated to storage and commerce, entire subterranean trade hubs. The catacombs of Rome began as limestone quarries, but evolved into vast networks moving goods illicitly during various prohibitions. Ancient Chinese mines show evidence of long-distance underground trading posts. Native American copper mining in the Great Lakes region reveals sophisticated underground extraction connected to continental trade networks. These weren't isolated phenomena, they represent a parallel economic system operating globally wherever geology permitted. Modern technology is revolutionizing discovery. Ground-penetrating radar reveals tunnel networks previously unknown. LiDAR mapping shows how surface settlements align with subterranean passages beneath. Isotope analysis of trade goods traces their underground journey from source to destination. We're realizing that major ancient cities often had underground counterparts, shadow economies operating literally beneath the surface, leaving minimal archaeological footprint because they weren't built, they were carved. The next decade will likely reveal networks even more extensive than we currently imagine, rewriting economic history to acknowledge this hidden commerce layer. The deep earth wasn't empty, it was a highway, and understanding these forgotten routes reveals that ancient human ingenuity and interconnectedness ran deeper than we ever suspected.